I thought I had mods. Mods are supposed to, to keep things under control. Like, is a burrito a sandwich? No, it's like, it's wrap adjacent. That seems pretty, I don't know, that seems pretty simple, honestly. I don't feel like that's like a huge test of the imagination. Good morning, everyone. I am your host, Patrick Klepek. Welcome to Mario Maker Mornings. Yo, let's play some Ring Fit Adventure. Honestly, I don't think I could do the, I don't know if I could get a setup in here that'll let me do it. I don't have a lapel. If I had a lapel, then maybe we could do it. Is a quesadilla a sandwich? Yeah. I mean, it's it's tortillas, but it's, it's in the sandwich universe. Like I'm okay with that. I love quesadillas. I love Mexican food. Mexican food's probably like if you had to just pick a food type to just that's all you're ever gonna have. Mexican's probably it. I feel like Mexican like because that's still like you get breakfast, like fuse that up. We'll get there. Game audio. I know it's coming. So we're gonna return to the turn. I did get a message from someone on Twitter who's done the research, or at least some research. There is some evidence that maybe we found David Turn's Twitter account. Potato Knot, new donation goal. Instead of a Criterion Godzilla, let's get Patrick a lapel mic. Yo, I bought that Godzilla collection. When Criterion announced that their Criterion collection, I was going to I put in a pre-order at Criterion's website because it was on sale, like they had like a sale early on for it. But then people reached out and were like, "Yo, buddy, wait until the Barnes & Noble sale." So every year, or twice a year, there's a Barnes & Noble sale where all the Criterion stuff, including like their big box sets type stuff, is 50% off. So I bought the collection for $112. I think that was right. I haven't messed with it yet. It's a beautiful package. It looks more like a book, so it's not really gonna fit on my shelf how they normally would. Excuse-moi. When was the level we were playing? Oh, we got I also just like this. Turn. Aha, someone's got it. Sandopolis Speedrun. H V J 0 T 5 G K G. Some people were asking, how's Ring Fit Adventure? What? H V J 0 T 5. What did I get wrong here? Looks like I might be wrong. That's okay. Go ahead and pull up David Turn. Thank you, Nightmare Liar, for subbing. Sandopolis Speedrun is what we were on. Ring Fit Adventure is extremely good. I've only done one session. I played it for 30 minutes. And after each new level I was playing, after about 20 minutes, it was like, hey, do you want to stop? This has been an intense workout. And I'm like, I'm good. I'm working on my glutes, bro. But honestly, my thighs. Yeah, you can feel it. Thank you, Iron Spy, for resubbing as well. I will be talking more extensively about Ring Fit Adventure on Waypoint Radio today, so look forward to that. And I'm gonna, my intention is to incorporate it into my my workouts for a little while. See how it goes. All right, so we're gonna have to get back in the rhythm here. Right, it's like a jump off of here. It's a spin, and then Thank you, Bug, Bear, and Frog, for subbing. Really appreciate it. Oh, is that gonna be too slow? Yep. Did too many twisty turns. Oh, so yeah, the Twitter account. I haven't investigated it, but someone sent me a Twitter account. They said, I think this might be David Turn. So I haven't had a chance to do my own deep dive. But stay tuned. Seems like you could really just kind of go for that big jump there. Like, the context of Ring Fit Adventure for me is like in terms of my exercise routine, which is fit in runs once or twice a week when I find time. But I've always wanted to do more like workouts like that are like kind of cardio based or like within that same world. Like I'm not interested in like lifting weights or anything. I don't know how I messed that jump up, but I've never quite known how to get into it and what to follow. And also like form is such like a big part of like exercise working correctly. Not even, I mean, sure, on some level, just to make sure you don't injure yourself. But really, it's more just like to make sure like the actual exercise you're doing is effective. And part of what I really like about Ring Fit Adventure is that it helps you like achieve that form so that you're doing it properly. Alright, so we've made it this far before. Oh boy. Alright, so this is where we've gotten in the past. Okay. Nope. So part of what Ring Fit Adventure does really well is, like, for example, like when you're doing a squat or something, like, the Joy-Con that's on your thigh, like, can tell if you're at an angle, so that, you know, you gotta be actually squatting a bit, in order for the game to even let you move on to the phase of doing the routine during the battle. So it's not like it's gonna help you achieve perfect form, but like every time I've tried to do different types of exercise, was like, watch a YouTube video. It's like, I don't know if I'm doing this right. I've always thought about like doing a personal trainer thing for like a week, just so that I could like know what I'm doing. It's also something like when I go to the gym, I always just gravitate towards the treadmill because like I know what the treadmill does. And it's like I don't know what any of these fancy machines do, and I'm too self-conscious to do it on my own. Whereas if like you hired like a personal trainer for a week, at least they could like walk you through how that stuff works. I'd still like to do that at some point. Like if I had a second kid and had some extra free time at home, or my wife and I were both on, you know, on leave, maybe that would be like the kind of time where you could fit that in. Older Trainer, do you think it's possible to speedrun Ring Fit Adventure? I mean, look, you can do anything fast. But there would be some physical limitations there. Someone saying extra kid equal more time, LOL. Well, no, not like on the weekends, but man, you forget, I mean, because I've had some friends have some kids recently, and you have babies in the first month, like, yo, they don't do anything. They just sleep and eat, and especially if you're the father, you're like sort of limited in how much you can help. You know, you're there for the mother, but like, babies are like so mother dependent that like, yeah, like, you know, the most video games I've played in the last couple of years. Oh, man. Was during the first month of my daughter being born, because I just sat on the couch playing The Witcher 3. And that's how I finished, like, both of the DLC packs. Alright, so I need to run against the current here a little bit. Alright, progress. Oh!
Oh no!
What? How would I even... Some people speculate that that jump could have been a triple jump. Maybe. That's definitely possible. Aw.
Oh no!
Operation Puppet. Are there levels in Ring Fit for those of us that are less fit? Yes, there are essentially intensity modes that you pick that I don't know exactly what it's changing there. My guess is that's modifying the damage values. What the heck? I'll stop you holding right immediately. And then you can also, you also, it does like a strength test, which is basically, I don't know why I did that. Like how you push in on the ring itself. It's not like a one default value. So if like you have, like myself, like not as much upper body strength, it tests that and then weights that accordingly. So there seems to be like a decent amount of variance there for people who are coming at it from you know, different levels of physical fitness or experience with physical fitness. So I started mine at intense because although I'm unfamiliar with a lot of different exercises, oh man, as a result of like my extensive cardio, like I've been, you know, a regular runner for a number of years now, and you know, can ease, you know, I usually run between 4 and 6 miles when I do get out there. So like, you know, breaking a sweat, like breathing is not that difficult for me. So it's more about like the working muscle groups that are unfamiliar. But I haven't looked at like the deep granularity on Ring Fit, so it's, you know, it could be that there's more there than I originally realized.
Oh no!
Bedsource, shoutouts to David Turn for using New Super Mario Brothers so much. True. Uncommon theme. Maybe not uncommon, but in terms of like the best levels that I've like played over the years, does not usually involve New Super Mario Brothers. Alright, so, you know, this part is still tricky, this little wall jump. It's like you have to just sort of rely or like have faith that you're gonna get that brief window.
Oh no!
What? What? Somehow I set him off earlier. Some people showing interest in Ring Fit and hoping for a Black Friday deal. Like, yeah, I bet this is the kind of game that will have like, you know, be 20 bucks off, 30 bucks off, and around Thanksgiving or something like that. Cyber Superior 84. How much resistance does the ring actually offer? Seems like a decent amount. You know, I haven't done. Why do I keep dying there? I haven't done Pilates before, so I can't give you like a real measured, nuanced account of like how much Nintendo's ring feels relative to other types of rings, but it feels sturdy.
Oh no!
Stinker. My daughter ended up doing it with me. I wish I could share a video of her doing it. It was extremely cute. But I'm pretty careful about not sharing that stuff online. But just imagine in your head, strapping both the Joy-Con to the leg of a 3-year-old, and also her trying to do Ring Fit Adventures. She did the mini games instead of the actual like levels that would require her to like run a bunch. But it was very good. Okay. Well, now you made me all nervous, game. That, like, that thwomp is gonna come get me again. Ah. All right. Oh. That timer is no joke. Alright, so this is where I wait. I'm gonna do this. That's some trickery. Ah! Oh no. Alright, so I think you can make that jump with just Mario running at full speed. That looks like you might be able to make it.
Oh no!
And I think that might be the end of the level then, too.
Oh no!
Man. Really tricky. So yeah, you know, Ring Fit Adventure, I think I really like it. Again, what? Only spent 30 minutes with it. So you know, preliminary impressions. But very positive so far.
Oh no!
What am I just not waiting long enough? I guess, or maybe I'm waiting too long. Not sure why I keep goofing on that. Yeah, I'm waiting too long. Okay, alright, well, good to know. Ring Fit Adventure also got me thinking that I should just, like, relent on my protest of purchasing a second Switch dock. Because they're expensive. And then I looked online again and was reminded why I haven't done it in the past.
Oh no!
It's because Switch docks are expensive. I don't think they should cost $70.
Oh no!
Someone asked, Cyrus Urea, does Ring Fit work with a Switch Lite? Yeah, I don't see why not. You just have a smaller screen, but nothing fancy. Isn't it like 70 bucks? I feel like that's what I saw when I did like a very cursory search. I mean, there are third-party docks. There's like one I saw for 15 bucks that I very much wanted to purchase. I think it's that Nyko one. But haven't I read like a million stories about people getting like frying their Switches? Oh, someone says about about Ring Fit Adventure working on a Switch Lite. You would need detachable Joy-Cons. So you would have to purchase a Switch Lite and then also have detachable Joy-Cons. So you have to purchase a Joy-Con set, which that also costs a ton of money because Nintendo just gouges you on accessories on the Switch. All right. Whew. All right. Parallax in 2099 says, I bought a knockoff for $30 and it didn't work. Yeah, that's the thing. There's a lot of knockoffs. And like there's ones where you like take out like the logic board and then install it in like a different, like nicer looking dock. I just want like I just want an HDMI out on this thing. Serious business. Third-party docks have a bad reputation for screen scratching too, if I recall. Yeah, that makes sense. Nightmare Liar has to leave. See ya.
Oh no!
Bye, Nightmare.
Oh no!
That gets moving real fast, but it does let me skip over that little bit.
Oh no!
I don't think I've died there before. It's been a long time. People were like, no checkpoint. Nah, man, David Turn don't believe in no checkpoints. Did he do it once? He did do a checkpoint once, didn't he? And then everyone was like, maybe David Turn is going soft. And I reiterated we should not question David Turn. David Turn does what David Turn does. David Turn does what David Turn wants. We stand the legend, David Turn, and we do not question him. Oh, someone points out, have you played David Turn's first level? What is the origin story? That's a great question. We should check that out after this. Whoa. Got it. Ooh. Oh, that is a tight jump. That is a tight window. All right. Oh, that is mean because it puts in that tiny little spot. I'm not sure what my strategy should be there. And it seems like what it wants you to do, right, is to hit that ground, do a tiny hop. Alright, Mario.
Oh.
David! 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 What are you doing, David? Progress, though. That's all that matters. We saw a little bit more of the level. We're getting real consistency out of the other parts of the level as I internalize a little bit more of those movements. So, you know, it's all about, all of this are small steps on the journey to finishing off a stage. So I don't think there's anything special to making this jump. It's just, well, there's that. Wow, buddy, that turns right at the end. Whew. Progress, progress, progress. Moving forward, baby. Someone pointed out that this level has a real Super Meat Boy aesthetic. I agree. I agree that this level has feels very reminiscent. Your pal Friendo watches all be red herring. There's an invisible block trail leading a pipe to the exit. Nah, man. David Turn doesn't do that kind of stuff. David Turn's levels are legitimate. They respect you. They're challenging, no doubt. No one's sitting here saying that David doesn't expect a lot of you and me. Well, there have been some unfair David Turn. Some of the auto-scroll ones I will maybe call BS on Mr. Turn, but in general, missed it. Grizzytron, imagine if Super Mario Maker had the replay ghost like in Meat Boy. Yeah! Wouldn't small, obvious features like that would make the experience, both as a player and a viewer of Mario Maker, a more enjoyable experience? Obvious features that you would come up with in a first meeting about what would we do to improve the player experience in Mario Maker come up? Yeah, that does make sense. Which is, of course, why none of that appears in Mario Maker. Look, people make these games are smart, but and no, why am I implying that? But it is frustrating that small things that are also big things, like ghosts. Ghosts should be in this game. Should absolutely 100% be in this game. It would be incredibly valuable to be able to watch world record runs. To be able to see how someone completes a level that you have no interest in trying. I mean, there would be fun streams to be had by just looking up stages and just seeing how did you do that? That's a new one. You could race your friends? That would be great. And Ghost just seemed like such an obvious, like, cool, we'll add that in the sequel once we've seen how people play this game. Oh, wow, people are making lots of really challenging stages in which they are frequently running into areas where they're not going to be able to complete it, but there's still value in appreciating the artistic creativity that went into making a level, even if you cannot actually complete it yourself. I don't think it would spoil anything. So many, sure, maybe it would impact puzzle stages, I guess. But then, I don't know, implement some rules like, hey, if you look at the ghost and you have not completed the stage, then you're disqualified from a world record run. I don't know. I guess that's not because you can just look it up on YouTube. You can look it up on YouTube. So whatever reasons they're not doing it are just destroyed by any popular level on YouTube. Okay, here we go. Oh!
Oh, no.
David! When does this level end, David? Person stuff, you're about halfway there. That can't be true. There were 20 seconds left in the level. That's not how math works.
Oh, no.
That's frustrating. I don't know why that triggers differently sometimes. I mean, I'm now getting through this level with a brutal efficiency. At least up until the point that I haven't quite put it together on. I don't know what else you can... I'm saving as many seconds as I can. Sure does seem, though, that I know that you can reset this area and, like, do it again. But that, boy, you would not want to. Because unless, like, we really are, like, truly at the end up here. Still seems like you need a lot of the seconds. RC Robot Claw, why even let you retry riding the skulls if you definitely run out? It may be that we haven't seen the actual proper end of the level. And so, like, maybe you could do it. Maybe you could, like, skip a run once and, you know, like, if we're at, like, the end right there, like, if that's the final gauntlet, then, you know, you could have 15 seconds. And if you have 15 seconds, then you would have a chance to redo that. It also just may be the case that Turn is trying to avoid you, like, having soft locks that feel unfair. Ah, ah, ah. Well, let's test the boundaries of this level's time limit. Ah! Ah! Messed that up. Ah, bummer. Okay, Boomer. It's gotta be, RoboEdge, Patrick, are you okay boomering yourself? Yes. You know? Just the natural progression of such a phrase that's being run into the ground extremely quickly. Ah, oh, wow, oh, oh. Ah, ooh, it's me, Patrick. Boomer Souls. The new FromSoft game. Oh! Ugh. No! After those cool hops I just did? Someone just said this song sounds like a bad Final Fantasy boss theme. I'm with you. Yeah, that is an apt comparison. Keep feeling like there's probably the hitboxes on those big boys scare me. I feel like at some point one of them's gonna clip my face. Yeah! Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Time.
Oh, David Turn time. It's a me. Woo! Oh! Man, where were the inefficiency? An extra 2 seconds off. So you could run through, those resets were not, tricks. Thank you, Parallax2099. What? What? Oh, James Tar, use the speed skull all the way through. That is probably it. That is probably the difference between 22 and 20. Look at that. Second clear, baby. Let's go. Couldn't beat it, but that's a fun stage. Oh, right, so we wanted to see the origin story, right? Who is David Turn? Where did they start? This one. This is their first level. Their first level is this nightmare. We played the origin story, and it was bad. I'm not playing that again. Pathetic Music Level is the most recent one. Still got that world record. What? So Library Nightmares, semi-solids in 3D world that are not fences. What? Those aren't words. Oh. This is an uncommon costume use because it has to be unlocked in the story mode, I believe. Probably needed that turtle, huh? See, Dudson, I feel like the descriptions for the levels are what David Turn wrote down right after waking from a deep sleep. Yeah, I agree. Did I do anything? Cool. What was this level called again? Library Nightmare. This animation is like, reminds me of Wreck-It Ralph. Ah. 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 Okay. 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 Stay. 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 A checkpoint. What? David? David? Wow, this is before the turn. Before David turns. Turn. Iron Spy. This is back when it was not David Turn, it was just David. What happened to you, David? What changed? Ew. I don't like the pattern there. Before the turn. That'll be the name of my feature. I don't get anything for this, huh? Just a one-up. chill. Oh, they're like... There are 2 sets of clouds. Oh, I see.
Oh no!
Okay. Okay, gotta remember that. Don't hurt me. Ah. Ah.
Oh no!
Yo, I don't like any of that.
Oh no!
David. Hey, stay there. Yeah, it's a tough little spot. This is a weird set of platforms. I don't know if that would, like...
Oh no!
See, like that little bit is... You could probably just vault yourself over, though, which maybe is the smarter move. Rather than trying to, like, navigate the, Sometimes I do this. Is this helpful? That is helpful. Ah!
Oh no!
Alright, so I think I can scoot down a little. A little further. And then maybe I could find whatever the pattern is through it. This gives me a...
Oh no!
Hitboxes, man. You know how they are. They a problem. James Tar, maybe it's just a go fast section and it spawns right. Maybe. Possible. No. They start as a hole, so that's if we go as fast as we can and just spawn it onto the screen. So it does seem like we need to find a pattern. It didn't seem like necessarily that it's the toughest jump. I'd have to look, but it seems like the way they separate, it's just a question of, like, can I wait for it to happen? Right? Like, can I get far enough down? Like, that's the window, right? Right there? Okay. Ah! No, don't lose it immediately. Oh, that's not a platform. Okay, hold on. Excuse me? Secret? Look at that secret. Where did that green? Robowitch, yeah, you know when you watch an old horror director and their third act totally changes the tone? Yeah. RC Roboclaw. Felt like a victory lap. Yeah, it did seem like the game was being like, you did it! What a strange level. Which, sure. That's David! That's David! Semi-styles in 3D world that are not fences. What? So these are versus ones. I think we gave up on that one, huh? Big fish we eat tonight, we did that. Ice fact, big fish, fouled arrows. Space castle, we didn't do this one. Wait, did that say 13 minutes? Well, 13 minutes then means it tells you there's a checkpoint, for one. Uh-oh. Lost some frames there. Apologies. A little hitch. Tough. Man, what if you just gotta go for it? You just gotta move. Just hustle and bustle. No. No, not just hustle and bustle. Unless, can I go faster? No. Stinker. Oh, okay. You can like kind of double swim a little bit, like the swimming. You nearly make it. Huh. Maybe if you stay near the top? Huh. Ah! David? What? Yes! Woo! I'm gonna be honest, I crushed that first section. I put on some moves. They were fancy. Woo! Thank you. Akenben. Follow the coins. Ooh. Okay. Now we're gonna have to turn off the stream in a second, so we'll go a little bit further. So this is where the 13 minutes comes from. Is I bet the end of the level is on the other side of that door. Excuse? Excuse? Thwomp? Excuse? Oh! Oh, David! You warm my heart! What's below the checkpoint? Good question. I don't know that I want anything to do with what's below here. Could be the red coins. Yeah, someone says that's a hitbox maze. It is. Oh! So then you have to go down, huh? But what if go right instead of hitbox? Will this just go back? Will this go back down, or will this always go up? This is just always gonna go up. Ah, stinker. Alright, well, that is going to do it for Mario Maker Mornings. Thanks, everyone, for watching. We'll be back on Wednesday. If you want to support this stream, you can subscribe or donate. All the money goes to my daughter's college fund. I'm probably going to play Ring Fit Adventure, so I'm probably going to lose this checkpoint, which is a bummer. You can find all my, you can follow me at Patrick Klepek on Twitter. The archives for this go up immediately at twitch.tv/Patrick Klepek. They go up on YouTube 24 hours later at youtube.com/Patrick Klepek, although I didn't put up Fridays, so sorry about that. Thanks to Jeff Animation for subbing. Again, if you can't sub, it's no big deal. Just enjoy the streams, have fun, hang out. Thanks to Robowitch and Hasoon for modding. You can find all my writing at waypoint.vice.com. And I'm going to go record a Waypoint Radio with an Austin Walker, a Rob Zachney, Ricardo Contreras,